Hi, my name is 돌돌콩. I have one half sister. I was born to be her sister. She was everything I ever wanted to become. She knew how to look straight into a camera, she wasn't shy, and she had pretty shoes. I was always rushing to catch up with her, so much so that my shoes were often on the wrong feet. Wherever I stepped into something new, she had already been there. School, puberty, pop music, life in Seoul, falling in love. She was always the answer I looked toward when I felt lost. People say we look alike, and that's probably because of the genes. But we like similar things too, and that's not just genetics. That's me copying her, imitating her, and somewhere along the way, what began as a mimicry became part of who I am. Then came the day our lives split into two paths. August 22nd, 2010. I got on a plane to America to start grad school. She became a mom, right as I was crossing the Pacific Ocean. For me, going to the US was a backup plan. I had failed again and again to get into the broadcasting industry, to become a producer. Even after being accepted into grad school, even after unpacking my boxes in a tiny dorm room in a quiet college town, I couldn't let go of that thought. What if I go back and try just one more time? The truth was, I wasn't sure I would ever pass the exam. I wasn't sure of anything. I felt lost. Where am I going? What am I doing? And on the other side of the world, my sister was fighting her own battle. The baby cried all night, trying to newly adjust into the world. And so was she, trying to become a new mom. She had put her career on hold to care for the baby. Then, one sleepless night, she wrote me this email. Dear little sister, where is your voyage taking you these days? As for me, I sometimes feel I have lost my way, yet I surrender my ship to the warm southern winds, letting them carry me toward an unknown island. I don't know what awaits me there. It's frightening at times, but as you know, setting sail matters just as much as knowing where you are headed. They say there are 3 pillars to choosing one's work: what you are good at, what you must do, and what you love. But my thoughts are a bit different. What feels urgent today may not be your true calling tomorrow. What you dread the most may become your heir. And the things you long for deeply will find its way back to your hands in its own time, like the wind, like the breeze. So even if you lose your sense of direction, even if your compass fails, and your hands slip from the wheel, know that we can still go on, wherever that is. So don't be too afraid. Now it's time to step back onto the deck with the courage. Sail on, my little sister. Keep going. At the end of the letter, almost shyly, she mentioned she had bought a book about writing. She read through it whenever the baby fell asleep. It looked hard, she said. And then she asked, maybe to me, maybe to herself, could I do it? That night, sitting alone in the dim library, reading her words via desk lamp, I realized something for the first time. My big sister was just as lost as I was, sailing in the dark, just like me. For the next 13 years, we lived in 2 very different worlds. The baby grew up and went to a middle school. I finished 3 graduate degrees and landed a job. Then 2 years ago, I got a text in the middle of the night. Hey, I made it. She had won the annual spring literary contest, not just once, but twice in the same year, officially making her debut as a writer. It came after 7 quiet years of practice. At the dawn, I was thinking of her letter 13 years back and realized that she was still living by it, still sailing, still going, just like she told me to. And here it is, her very first solo book. Writer Young-ha Kim once said, writers are the ones who fail first, and in that sense, she has always been a writer, the best one I've ever known. I thought she was a hero of every world I entered, but looking back, she was always failing first, lighting the way, quietly helping me move forward. And maybe that's what everyday heroes do.
나는 등단하기 전에는 어떤 글을 잘 쓰는 글인가 잘 몰라서 장인 코끼리 만지는 것처럼 글을 쓰고 있다고 생각을 했어. 그래서 나는 습작하는 사람들을 존중할 수밖에 없어.
그걸 계속 안고 계속 해야 되는 게 진짜
그 마음은 처음 글 쓸 때랑 지금이랑 별 다르잖아.
그러니까 그런 게 아니구나. 아, 내 스타일을 있어. 내 스타일을 찾았어. 이 스타일이 된다. 이러고 믿고 쓰는 게 아니라
아, 그런 사람도 있겠지. 근데 나는 아닌 것 같아.
나도 아닌 것 같아.
진짜 잘.
We are still carrying on, even with all the questions we still hold, even when the questions outweigh the answers. To know someone wandered into the dark before I did and still kept going has been the light by which I sail. Dear sister, I hope you spend your life charting your own path and casting light for those still finding theirs, just as you have done for me, just as once you gave me your heart, as you wished. With love, your little sister.